Do you ever wonder if there is something fundamentally wrong with you? After all, you have been trading for so long that at this point of your development as a trader, you should be able to get it, right? And despite all the work and effort you put into it, you still make the same mistakes as years ago. In this situation, how can anyone stay confident in their abilities to make the right decisions and perform on a level that trading requires? You are listening to the Confidence in Trading podcast. I am your host, Agnieszka Wood, a trading mindset coach and a seasoned day trader with over a decade of experience. If you are new to my show, don't forget to subscribe so you can come back for the next episode. In this podcast, we explore the fascinating world of psychology and the human element of trading. We take a deep dive into different perspectives to inspire you and help you navigate the emotional ups and downs of trading with self compassion and confidence. Whether you're just starting out or you're a seasoned pro, this podcast is your trusted companion providing support on your trading journey. Get ready to boost your confidence and unlock the secrets to mastering your mindset for success. Welcome to episode number 33, How to Stop Doubting Yourself as a Trader. In today's episode, I would like to talk about the feelings of inadequacy among traders and the psychological roots of it, as well as how these feelings impact confidence level. This is a topic that hits close to home for many of us. I think I can say we have all been there, wondering why we doubt ourselves or struggle with confidence. After all, most of us have built successful careers outside of trading and, in general, know how to get things done, right? And in trading, sometimes we can feel like we are so stupid and for some weird reason just don't get it. So today, I will zoom in on several aspects that impact our confidence and sense of adequacy as traders. I'm going to begin with cognitive biases, which are like sneaky little tricks our minds plays on us, and they can really mess with our trading mindset. The most common cognitive bias is imposter syndrome, where we doubt our abilities and fear being exposed as a fraud. And in trading, it's so easy to feel that way because when you are losing money, feeling successful doesn't really come naturally. Even if you know that losses are part of the deal, it still can make you feel incompetent, incapable, and like you don't deserve your successes. What I find fascinating is that most traders only talk about their trading to other people when they make money. And it's such a contrast to a starting entrepreneur who, on day one, shouts from the rooftops about the business, even before the business makes a penny. Because projecting success and confidence is the key to getting clients and making the business successful. So you cannot have doubts about whether you are able to deliver on your promise. And that applies whether it is your client or yourself. Some of the reasons why you might be experiencing imposter syndrome in trading are your expectations. So ask yourself whether the standards you are setting for yourself are not too high. I know everything about it. I am a high achiever and I know many traders are as well. After all, we are attempting the impossible and we tend to go for perfection, often expecting constant success. The thing is that if you don't meet your expectations, and often they are unrealistic, you might feel like an imposter. As traders, we have high ambitions, and often we are overly critical of our performance. Just think about how often you focus on mistakes or losses rather than acknowledging your successes. That can easily lead to feelings of inadequacy in your own field. Another reason why it is so easy to experience the imposter syndrome is comparing yourself to more experienced or successful traders, which is so easy to do, especially when you are active on social media or are a member of a trading chat room. I can recall being in a community myself and making the same transaction as other traders in the chat room, but somehow they were making money and I was losing it. And it made me feel so many times like there was something really wrong with me. And it stopped me from asking for help because I felt so incompetent. And the last thing I wanted was to get exposed as incapable and hear that maybe I should not be trading at all. I was very lucky to have my husband as a trader himself. He recognized my efforts in trading and really helped me to deal with my imposter feelings. But most traders are pretty isolated in their struggle and miss external validation of their skills and abilities. And that leads to more self doubt. There is one very important distinction I want to make here, and that is the difference between skill and luck. If you have been trading for a while, you know that it is not difficult to make money trading. The challenge is to keep your profits and make money on a consistent basis. Everyone can have a lucky trade from time to time, but that will not give you consistency long term. So ask yourself whether the money you make comes from your skills as a trader or from luck. Because if you attribute your success to luck rather than skill, it will cause you to doubt your abilities. And it will make you feel like an imposter who has fooled others into thinking you're competent. All these factors can contribute to imposter syndrome and impact your confidence and your performance in the market. Another tricky bias is confirmation bias. That's where we seek out information that confirms that our trading decisions are correct. And we do that because of our desire for validation, the quest to prove ourselves right. And this can lead to interpreting information in a way that supports your existing beliefs and totally ignoring contradictory information. And if you focus only on negative outcomes, that will reinforce the feeling of inadequacy. And if you have the tendency of focusing more on negative experiences rather than positive ones, this can amplify questioning and doubting yourself all the time, simply by magnifying your failures and setbacks while downplaying your successes. All this impacts your feeling of confidence and your trading performance. So you can see how important it is to recognize biases in your trading decisions and challenge them. And you can do that simply by practicing self awareness. When you notice yourself falling into cognitive traps like imposter syndrome or confirmation bias, just pause, step back, and challenge those thoughts. Look for diverse perspectives and information rather than just confirming what you already believe. You can also practice positive self talk and focus on your strengths and your accomplishments so that you can counteract the negativity bias and the imposter syndrome. In trading, we are exposed to a constant flow of emotions, and it's not easy at times to think rationally. So I would like to invite you to try asking yourself this one question when the moment comes when the thoughts are taking over and making you feel out of control. Challenge the thoughts by asking yourself, is that even true? And cognitive biases are just part of human being, but they don't have to control your trading mindset. And by recognizing and challenging them, you can begin to cultivate a more balanced and confident approach to your trading. The next up is a key piece of the puzzle. How our early experiences, our upbringing, where we come from, and societal pressures play a big role in making us feel inadequate in trading. Think about it. The stuff we've learned growing up, what our families expected from us, and the crazy standards society sets for success, they all leave a mark. And for us traders, that mark can sometimes feel like a weight dragging down our confidence. Our early experiences, like what we have learned about money, success, and failure when we were young, really stick with us. These experiences form the foundation of our beliefs about ourselves and what we think we are capable of. Think about it. If you grew up thinking money was hard to come by, that belief can show up in how you approach risk and opportunities in trading. Similarly, if you were taught that success meant always being right, you might struggle to accept losses and learn from them. These early experiences don't just shape your behavior, they also impact your confidence levels. If we had positive experiences with money or learned to bounce back from failure early on, we are more likely to feel confident in our trading abilities. So, our early experiences aren't just memories, they are like the building blocks of our trading mindset. And understanding how they have shaped you can help you spot patterns, challenge limiting beliefs, and ultimately trade with more confidence and clarity. So let's take a closer look at how our upbringing influences how we feel about trading and ourselves in the market. For instance, our family life growing up. The way how money was talked about, whether risk taking was encouraged or discouraged, that plays a big role. If money was a taboo topic, or if taking risk was frowned upon, those attitudes can carry over into our trading mindset. It can literally define how you will be thinking about when to enter and exit a trade, what size you will be trading, and how you will handle the stop loss orders. The second big one is what our parents expected from us, whether it was academic success, financial stability, or following a certain career path. This can shape our beliefs about achievement and failure. And these expectations can influence how we approach trading goals and how we handle setbacks. And often, our parents' expectations become our own, so we don't even question whether they're realistic or not. These expectations can impose significant pressure on trading and its outcomes. Another factor that impacts us as traders is our cultural background. There are cultural norms around wealth, risk taking, and financial independence that can impact our attitudes towards trading and financial success. Remember that the messages we received about money, risk taking, and achievement during childhood stick with us. And while positive messages about financial responsibility and resilience can boost your confidence, negative messages can create doubt and fears and make you question yourself constantly. And when you build your awareness and when you build your awareness around your beliefs and thoughts and begin to see where your feelings come from, that's when you begin to change your thinking and therefore your feelings and your results. So let's dive into how societal pressures impact our confidence and feelings of adequacy as traders. I mentioned social media earlier, but if you look at the way successful traders are portrayed with flashy cars, big profits, and a glamorous lifestyle, that can create unrealistic expectations. Seeing these images can make you feel like you're not measuring up if your trading journey doesn't look the same. Just please remember that not everything is as it seems. And if it's too good to be true, maybe it isn't. Either way, for your own sake, focus on your own trading journey and the life that you want to create. Just realize that you need every bit of your attention on your goals. Don't waste it on something that does not matter at all to what you want to achieve. You see, society often equates wealth and material success with personal worth and achievement. And this can lead to pressure to achieve certain financial milestones and the fear of falling short in comparison to others. Comparing yourself to other traders, especially those who seem to be doing better or achieving more, can be really overwhelming and can fuel your self doubt. All these societal pressures can make you question your abilities as a trader. They are not just background noise, they can have a real impact on how you feel about yourself and your trading performance. Remember that each trader's journey is unique, and comparing yourself to others only detracts from your own growth and potential. So choose wisely where you put your attention and have realistic expectations about what you want to achieve and how you will measure your progress. Focus on yourself and your own journey. Okay, so what we didn't talk about yet is how our past failures impact our confidence and sense of adequacy. And that's a big one. We can experience setbacks in trading every day, and it can shake our confidence pretty heavily and make us doubt our abilities, at least if you don't handle it well. And it's logical because the mistakes and losses are, of course, undesired results, and they can contribute to a sense of inadequacy, as if you did something wrong. What happens often is that traders start questioning their skills, strategies, and whether they are even cut out for trading. One powerful way to deal with past failures is to reframe them as learning opportunities. They are feedback that helps us grow and improve as traders. Because let's be real, most traders don't get feedback from anyone unless you have a mentor or a coach. So your failures are your chance to learn. And since you are already paying for it, aka you taking a loss, you better take the class. A very important thing to remember is that even though past failures can be tough, they don't define you as a trader. Your mistakes are what you do and not what you are. And what you are, or rather who you are, is so much more. Just look at your life and all you have achieved so far. I know that when you have been trading for many years and still struggle, trading can take over your life mentally and emotionally. Sometimes it can feel like trading fully absorbed you. But for your own sake, make sure that you leave space for other things next to trading, where you can tap into and replenish your sense of self esteem and self worth, because they are so closely linked to your confidence and your abilities in trading. When we have a healthy sense of self esteem and self worth, we are more likely to trust our decisions, take calculated risks, and bounce back from setbacks. And maybe you already have experienced that when you rely solely on trading successes to define your self esteem, that can lead to a roller coaster of emotions. And in the end, your sense of self worth is very fragile. You simply cannot depend on it. So in trading, you need something else to give you healthy self-esteem that is independent of your trading outcomes. Start paying attention to your values and traits like resilience, persistence, and ongoing learning. Celebrate small wins and milestones regardless of your trading outcomes. And just focus on the steps of your process, not the results. Remember, in trading, money is the result of your effort, and it should never be the reason for your effort. Practice self compassion. Instead of being self critical or judgmental, treat yourself with kindness and understanding, especially during challenging times in trading. Talk to yourself as if you talk to your best friend. You can also use mindfulness practices because they will help you stay grounded and present. This way, you will reduce the impact of external factors and how you feel about yourself. Trading has its ups and downs, and your worth as an individual is not tied to your performance in the market. There are so many essential components in the trading journey. Just take a look at the bigger picture and divide your attention fairly, not just focusing on what's not going well. Try to approach your trading as part of your life, but not your life. Letting go a little bit and releasing pressure will really help you to reconnect with the trader in you in a more balanced and empowered way. And if you are like most traders, you started trading to become free, right? If that's your aspiration, just pay attention and don't allow yourself to make your trading define your self worth and how you feel about yourself. Don't allow your trading to make you dependent on it. Stay aware and observe and challenge your thoughts. Focus on your own path and practice self-compassion. You can overcome those negative feelings and stop doubting yourself so you can trade with confidence. You've got this. And remember, you are not on your own. Years ago, I went through many highs and lows as a trader myself. I was depleting my financial and emotional capital daily, losing my confidence, self worth, and sense of joy in my life. And there is nothing to be ashamed of. So if you want to continue your journey with my support, I've got you. I prepared an email series called Trading Mindset Tips. I made them specifically for traders like yourself because I want to share the steps that I took to get me out of the failing cycle for good and bring me to where I am right now. Those steps brought not only me, but also many other traders that I coached over the years consistent profitability in a very short time. So if you are ready to make it happen, consider jumping on board with me. And it's completely free. And many other traders are already benefiting from it. So ditch the quick fixes because you know they are not working. I give you lasting success, so let's make it happen. Go to my website, aheadcoach.com, and scroll down the page, or click on the link in the description under this episode. Thank you so much for listening to the Confidence in Trading podcast. If you are enjoying my show, please leave a review on Apple Podcasts and tell me what you like about it. Thanks to you, more traders will be able to find me, and together we will make a bigger impact. So thank you for your support. And if you are new to my show, don't forget to subscribe so you can come back for the next episode. And make sure to check out some of the previous shows too. Thank you again for tuning in. This is Agnieszka Wood from Ahead Coach. Bye for now.